Right, we're off on another adventure. Today I've got Tyler with me. He's the grandson of Phil. Phil and I have done many adventures out here. And this is the Mokelumne River. We're along the Mokelumne River now, and it's just a beautiful day. It's in the low 90s. The river looks fantastic. We're going to go for a swim. We're going to check for some gold along here. And I'm also going to be checking for some bedrock mortars. There's some areas along the river here that look like they have some potential for possible mortars associated with Miwok villages. So this is what the river looks like at this point underneath the old bridge. I'm going to pan up so that you can see what's left of the old bridge up above us. There it is. Taking a look at the Mokelumne River, and you can see on the other side of the river there's some very steep terrain. So obviously there wouldn't have been any village over there. But on this side, it's a little more favorable. Pan over this way. I'm standing on a very large outcropping of rock right now, and there's a little trail that heads on down the river in that direction. And I've actually found the first bedrock mortar of the day. We pan down. There it is, classic shape of a bedrock mortar. Just a little bit of debris in the bottom, but I'm positive that that's a bedrock mortar. From its shape, the smoothness of the sides, how it feels. And let me get a little closer, and I'll put my hand down there and you can see the size. Okay. This is a nice view of the Mokelumne River Canyon. And if we pan down, you'll see a very nice example of a bedrock mortar. Right there on a relatively flat rock. Pretty close. Almost within arm's reach of the river. Well, we're standing right in the middle of the river now on a rock that obviously protrudes up above the water level. And Tyler has found a very nice bedrock mortar, and he's just finishing cleaning that out. Let me just come right around here, and you can see that hole. Just move back just a little bit, Tyler. You can see the perfectly round shape. Oh, and Tyler, point to the hole next to it. Yes, that one. I'm not sure, but that might be what they call a nut cracking hole, where they would put obviously nuts, acorns in particular, put them in that hole, crack them, and then put them in the mortar for grinding. Right now I'm standing in the river. It might be a little hard to hear me because of the rapids that are right at my feet. But let me zero in on what could be some mortars on this rock right in the middle of the river. A little bit hard to tell from this angle. And they do look a little bit large for your normal bedrock mortar. But I'm not sure I can get over there to get a better photo and get a better assessment. And let me slide over here and zero in on this rock. I don't know how well you can see that. It has a feature right in the center. You can see a little bit of a depression there where there had been some water that's dried up. And this might be a grinding slick. I'm going to see if I can make my way over there and get a better view of it. Well, I'm actually sitting in the water right now, so I can get a better look at this rock. It's near some of these other mortars, and it just might be a grinding slick. It has that look to it, although it's a little difficult to see here because the color of the rock is so uniform. But it has a slight depression in the middle, very smooth, and it has about the size, the shape, and depth of a grinding slick. I'm on a different rock now, still in the middle of the river, and you can see off to the left there's two very distinct bedrock mortars. Almost positive those are mortars. And then in the middle of the frame there's a rather large, very smooth bowl-like depression. This certainly could have been used for something.